Why am I so passive aggressive? 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 I bet you're passive aggressive. Why are you passive aggressive? You ever thought about that? Why are you passive aggressive? Fuck, why am I passive aggressive? I feel aggressive. I feel aggressive toward myself, but I can't even conceive of how much aggression I feel toward myself. So I wrap it up in a package, send it to myself through the words passive aggressive. I open up the package that says passive aggressive, and there I am. I find my aggression. I'm so aggressive that I even deconstruct the notion of being aggressive toward myself. What does that even mean? Aggressive toward myself? Who the fuck am I? I'm aggression. Fuck you. I'm aggression. Oh, man. But I don't want to be aggressive. So I gotta fucking put it in a package and gift wrap that shit and call it passive aggressive. Then I send it to myself through the mail. This morning, I got really triggered. And I couldn't come to terms with being really triggered and all the aggression that was created inside me. So I fucking just took that shit out of my heart and I put it in a package. Put a bow on it, wrapped it in some brown paper bag from the supermarket, and I wrote on top of it the address, Mark Benet. Filled in my address, and then the sender's address up in the corner was Mark Benet, same address, and I fucking dropped it off at the mailbox around the corner. You know, those blue things, except they're red around here for some reason. I expect to get that package back within a few days. I'll open it up and then maybe I can see the aggression for what it is. I need distance. But that's what I typically have to do. I'm so passive aggressive that I can't even inhabit my aggression in the moment. I have to put it in a package and then send it through the mail so I can get it a few days later. And then you open up a package and all your aggression just jumps right out at you like Pandora's box, and it's like a whole feast of goblins right there attacking you. And you're like, whoa. Simmer the fuck down. I don't want to be aggressive. I want to be calm. I hate being aggressive. I hate my hate. I hate hate. I feel like my soul is about to explode. I can't deal with the darkness of my true feelings. My authenticity is so dark. Every time I hate the darkness, I feel dark inside. If I could banish myself to some corner of the earth for being aggressive, I would. If I could banish myself to some corner of the galaxy for hating my hate, I would. Do you know how many packages I've got to send off in a day? That just the postage rates are through the roof. All my money from my job goes to postage. Because I am sending off so much aggression through the mail because I can't even handle it right now because I'm such a male. I'm too much of a male, so I gotta send my mail off through the mail. It's fucking expensive being a male. Yeah. I'm just like a chimpanzee in a cage, you know? You ever heard of statism? Statism means being born in a cage. And I feel aggression all the time because I'm rattling my bars because I want to get out of the cage. And the cage is, of course, my mind. Can't I just be normal? Do I have to keep fighting my cage? Am I even in a cage? Oh, this aggression. I can barely come to terms with how aggressive I am. I've got to stick it in a package and mail it to myself and hope that I can handle myself 3 days from now when the package comes back to me in the mail. But it's fucking expensive as hell just being so passive aggressive. And you know what happens if you're just outright aggressive. They're gonna throw you in jail. They're gonna medicate you. They're gonna burn you at the stake. So what do? And they keep pushing you back in the cage. You see this red right here? That red? This right here? That? Maybe you can't see the red down there? Aggression. Aggression gets pathologized, and then we get aggressive toward aggression. Fuck, man. Just put me down already. I don't know what's true, what's false. And even more deeply, my most authentic response to anything, which is aggression, is a problem. And when my most authentic response is a problem, then I just don't even know what's real. All this aggression from the outside toward my aggression. You know, maybe the problem is the post office shouldn't charge me. Maybe I should just send that shit out for free, and maybe Amazon Prime has something for me. You know, you ever been on the road? You're driving, you're behind a car and you're at a stoplight and the car in front of you is texting and the light turns to green and you slam on that horn because you're just so angry with your life. And you finally found the right venue of expression, which is honking at a motherfucker in front of you for texting at a green light. You finally found the one acceptable application of your aggression, and you're fucking relieved, and you lay on the horn for like 10 seconds. It's not just a little tap. Hey, just look up. The light's turned. You can go now. No. You lay on that horn. He's so pissed off. It's called road rage. Now, we rightfully, taxonomically, have a problem with road rage. But in that one moment when you lay on the horn for 10 seconds straight, because that fucker is texting at a green light, you know you're okay, you know. No one else is going to question you for that. You know it's okay to feel aggression in that moment. Unless, of course, you catch yourself. And a few seconds after that, 10 seconds, like 13 seconds into the experience, you're like... You punch yourself in the jaw because you realize how aggressive you were, and you get so aggressive towards your aggression. And you're like, there's nothing passive about any of this anymore. I gotta unload. And you're like... It's like Fight Club up in the driver's seat of your car because you get so... You get so aggressive towards your aggression. It's like in mixed martial arts when you're like the Leaning Tower of Pisa and you just gotta go down. And then you kind of split off. You got an alter ego, and your alter ego is over there showboating. Your one form of aggression, the split off, dissociated shadow element of aggression, all of a sudden takes down the innocent man who was just having an occasional bout of aggression before it accelerated and escalated into road rage. And then your doppelganger over there is just like showboating. I'm the mixed martial arts champion here. Aggression has won the day. I know you feel aggression. I know all this aggression that I'm broadcasting right now is affecting you. And it's changing the hormonal landscape of your interior body-mind. Oh, God. I know. I've been in your shoes. I've showboated in your shoes. What are we gonna do about all this aggression? Are we gonna just keep on watching the Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead and hope it's okay? Is all of our aggression just going to be placated cathartically through binge watching all of these TV series that take us into the world of zombies and into a medieval, fantastic realm where there's incest and fucking people chopping off people's heads and little, dragons and stuff? Oh. I've got a migraine, my head is gonna split. It's splitting off. Half of it's aggression, half of it's passive aggression, and I can only just hope for the best. Isn't there a TV series that I can binge watch about angels or something? When it's just really nice? You ever thought about that? One moment I was on the back porch looking up at the sky and I saw like 25 chemtrails overhead, and I was like, oh, what's happening to the angels? They're getting blocked out. They can't even enter the earth anymore. They're like back to, like shielded from the surface of the earth. The angels can't even get through the chemtrails anymore. That's why we don't have miniseries based on angels where they're just sitting around being loving. We always need the aggression. It's because the chemtrails blocking out the angels. They can't descend to the surface of the earth anymore and give us love. So we're down here, like all of us, mixed martial arts, TKO, everybody else with our aggression and passive aggression. We lay on the horn for 10 seconds just because some fucker's texting at the green light. It's because the angels haven't come into this world. They're blocked out. Mother chemtrails. You ever thought about what it would be like to have a conversation with an angel? After the angel's done coughing up all the artificial chemicals and substances from the chemtrails that's been stuck in their angelic lungs trying to descend down to the surface of the earth for a chat. Ever wonder what that chat would be like? Handing an angel a Brewski and saying, yo, talk to me about the stratosphere up there where people are actually nice and loving and kind. What does it look like from up there? Is it like our brains are being feasted upon by demons? I once had a conversation with a neuroscientist who told me if you could just have an EEG of a human being watching Game of Thrones or Walking Dead, it would just alarm you. It's extremely toxic for the mind. extremely dangerous what happens on a neurochemical level to someone who's watching all of this aggression all the time. This fucking institutionalized pathology known as the miniseries. He didn't say it aggressively, that's just me being aggressive toward him right now. So I'm sitting down with the angel. I don't know how angels exactly sit with their big ass wings, but we're sitting outside on the patio and we're sharing a brewski. And I feel quite honored to be sharing a brewski with an angel. And we're sitting there, we're talking about passive aggression. I'm talking about aggression, and I'm like, yo, what is it like up there? Is there like no aggression where you're from? Is it just like love and light and stuff? And he's like, well, I understand what you mean, but I think you're speaking a little metaphorically in the spatio-temporal sense. There's not enough there, and we're not blocked out by these chemtrails. That's not what happens. An angel is a state of mind. An angel is a state of being. You think that the angels are out there, but I am you. And I'm like, what? I am you. I'm an angel? Yes. You are an angel. But how come you're outside of me? How come we're sharing a brewski? You are an angel. And then I'm just sitting there on the porch by myself, sharing a brewski with myself. And then it's suddenly really uncomfortable in my chair. I kind of have to move forward a bit. And then the chair just shoots out from behind me.